Hey, welcome everyone. Sunday morning live. I get my phone up here so I can possibly chat with some of you. All right. It's Sunday morning. We had the time change today, so it's a little earlier than what it really is, but I'm going to get started here. You guys can watch me paint a landscape. Should be pretty fun. Let me get this adjusted here. Put on a few bubbles while I put my guitar down. I was gonna play the guitar a little bit during the painting, but I'm still a little sore. I've been playing a lot of gigs lately, so I took a day off yesterday, believe it or not. I didn't do a live stream. That's unusual. Very unusual. All right, I've gessoed the back of my canvas like I usually do. It's really tight now. I'm going to sketch just something roughly in here today. I got a cool idea I think I want to do here. Let me put the horizon in about here. Maybe like swooping down, but I want to have something coming around like this from way back here. Something like that. I'm not sure what this is going to be yet. Something in here. Like maybe either a river or a pathway coming down with some. I think I'm going to put some trees going back. Large here, getting smaller as it goes back down this pathway. If it's I think I might put, let's see, put like little shelves in here. So it looks like it's going up. Yeah. Maybe like we have some of these walkways here in Seattle where you walk around through the parks and you got to go up these pathways. So that's what that's going to be, some kind of pathway. I like to improvise on, this would be a good one for a lighthouse back here in the distance, with the ocean back here, with some mountains and a, but let's see, today I think I'm going to put a big mountain over here. And I'm going to have them going off to the distance here. And then I'll have some kind of valley down in here. This will be a hill here coming down. There we go. Just a rough sketch just to get started. I'm using cobalt blue today. I'm not going to hold my palette in my hand because it's still a little sore, believe it or not. I'll just kind of tell you the colors I'm using. Cobalt blue, and I'm mixing it down a little with some titanium white. So light. Maybe I'm gonna put a little alizarin crimson in the blue to make it maybe like on the purple side. Okay. So alizarin crimson in the mixture of white and cobalt blue. Just a little hint of it's going to make the sky maybe a little on the purple side. We'll see. All right, let's get going. Hopefully you guys, this Sunday is going good. Yeah, look at that. I have a purple sky. Maybe I'll use purple on the mountains too. Maybe this will be, we'll make it kind of purpley painting. Which some people like, you know, different types of colors in their landscapes. I think it'll be all right. I'll lighten it up just a bit. Oh. I have that like one little purple spot in the middle here. Little white clouds around. So I went to the place where I hang my pictures at yesterday. I put a bunch of new ones in there that I've been painting here on YouTube. I need to find another place to hang them. You know, the more places, the more they'll sell. I got it set up over there with the Venmo. So if someone wants one of my paintings, they just take it off the wall and then they pay me with Venmo. I mean, I'm not selling a lot of them, but every once in a while I sell one. Because, I mean, mostly those people are going there to drink, you know, not to buy art. But every once in a while, someone will buy a painting. I put some small ones down there yesterday because I only had these big 16 by 20s down there. And I realized they weren't selling as fast as they were last year, because last year I had a lot of smaller paintings. So it's a good idea if you're going to be selling your artwork to get different sizes for sure. Make different sizes. And I do the reason I'm using acrylic is I can sell this painting once it's done, you know. You don't have to wait for it to dry like oil painting. I think I'm going to do that. Let me put a hint of blue in there and see what happens. Just a hint of blue. Kind of mix it in there a little bit. I think that'll work. Because I'm going to have a bunch of white clouds on there. That's a good sky. Nice and purple. Okay. But I'm going to have some cool clouds in there. Let me do my mountains next. What I'm going to do is, if you're new to the channel, I like to put my first color down all the way. And then I start putting my trees. and bushes and snow on the mountains, water, everything. So let me just get my mountains put in. I'm going to mix black and white and put a little blue in it, cobalt blue. I did some cool mountains the other day. Here, let me show you real quick. On the last live stream, it's up there on the wall. Hold on. I don't want my camera to squeak. I got it on this thing, but it makes noise. I'm going to loosen the nut. There it is. That's the one I did last, but look at those mountains, how they came out. Wow. Those came out really cool looking. But I used gray on the shadow side instead of blue. So we'll see how these mountains come out today. You could do them, you know, different. You don't have to do them the same way all the time. Let me zoom this in for you. All right, let's do the mountains next. I'll come back to the clouds when that dries a little up there. So this is just gray. This is a dark gray I'm using on my mountains just to get my underpaint put in. I like to make them dark. That way I can leave some of the dark underneath show through. Put a little blue in it because it almost makes it turn into like a Payne's gray. Have you ever used Payne's gray? There we go. Let's see, I'm trying to think. I guess I'll just have these looking straight at me today. I was gonna make, no, I'll do it like I'm gonna make this one here bigger. Watch, is what I'll do is I'll bring this guy down like this, and it's gonna push these two to the back. This will be my valley down in here. I think I'm gonna, since I got purple in the sky, I'm gonna add a little purple down here in this valley. Just to add some color down here. This is just the underpaint. Alright, so I gotta figure out what color I'm gonna use here. Let's see what goes good with purple. Let me get the color wheel out. So we could go, it's more like a violet. So violet, complementary is yellow. So I'm going to put some yellow ochre on either side here. And maybe as I come forward, I'll put some green down here for grass. So I have some yellow ochre. I mixed a little bit of yellow in it. We'll put a light color back here. Yellow and purple. It's complementary, so it should look pretty good. see. What did I do here? I can't see the edge of my pathway there. I'm just going to block this in with the yellow ochre. I'm going to put a little green. I think I'm going to put a little green in it. I'm going to have my light. I'll have the light coming from the right, so I'm going to lighten this side up just a little by adding a little more yellow into it. I think that'll look good because I have some dark trees on top of this golden color. Look at that. I'm debating whether I should make that water now. Like a little river, and then I can have like little waterfalls here. Like it's coming down the water. Yeah, let's do that. So what I'm going to do is get my cobalt blue, mix it with some white, and I'm going to make this water, but I'm going to put it on very lightly at first, just to establish the river. Just to get some water in there. That's how I improvise. You could either make that, you know, a pathway or a river, whatever you want. I decided to make it a river because I'm going to put little waterfalls right here on each drop. It should look pretty cool. Down here I'm going to put a patch of green. I got sap green. I'm using mostly earth tones. Sap green, yellow ochre, burnt umber, black, white. You should mix your colors with something. You shouldn't use the color right out of the tube. You want to mix something with that color. So I put a little white in the sap green. Put white or yellow ochre. That looks pretty cool. Let me put a few waterfalls in there real quick. I'm kind of curious. Let me make sure this is in focus. Yeah, let's see if anybody's on today. I'll try and chat with you guys if you're in the chat room. So watch this. I'm just going to put some water in here real quick with a fan brush just so you can see what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing here, I'm not using the best white. This is Winsor Newton white, so it's not the best white. The viscosity is pretty low on it. But there, I'm going to have like little waterfalls coming down the river there, kind of like that. That white is I might have to darken up the water to make the water show up a little better. But you get the idea what that'll look like. It's going to look pretty cool. Let me get the mountains done next. I have an idea for all this land out here. I'm going to make some, more hills. So it looks like everything's like going up back towards the mountains. So this mountain is going to be out front. Hopefully this mountain comes out, these mountains come out as good as the one from the other day. I did paint yesterday. We had a gig, and like I said, I was resting my left arm. It's still a little sore. If you're new to painting and you haven't tried using a knife yet on your mountains, I would give it a try. It's really cool. Makes it look real. Because the paint, what it does, it just lays on top. If you use a brush up there, it looks okay, but it blends in too much. The knife, it allows the paint just to lay on top of there. Let's see, so I'm thinking I want to add a little to this side, some purple, because I want, since I introduced purple into the painting, I think I'm going to put purple color on this side. So I'm going to take a little purple, mix it into white. Just a little. Let's see what it looks like first. All right. I think it'll work. It just has to be darker than this mountain's going to be in front, so I'm going to bury that mountain back there. Push that one in the back. Look at that. This is looking good already. Wow. Look at that. Holy smokes, that's coming out pretty cool already. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I think you're the only one on there. Vichal. Avichal. You must be a painter if you think I messed that up. How could I mess up? I just started. Look at that. I usually don't use purple in my paintings, but I had a member say they wanted something with purple in it, so violet. So I thought I'd do one with violet. Sure looks pretty good. I'm going to put some cliffs in here. These, watch how I make these into little clips. You just, underneath your white, just pull a little bit of color just underneath the white. Hopefully they end up looking like cliffs. This is the quick way to do mountains, and I could spend an hour on these mountains, but for the video I'm going pretty quick because there's a lot more you can do to them. But look at that. It's the quick way to do mountains. I guess everybody changed their clocks. I guess you don't have to change them anymore. They change on their own. All right, there's the mountains. Look at that. Look how cool those look. That didn't take too long. Wow. Looks amazing. I guess you're the only one in there, Avichal. Where are you from, Avichal? Distant trees. I'm in Seattle, by the way, so I do a lot of landscapes because, I mean, I live around, evergreen trees everywhere. I put some maple trees up here in the back. Look at that. It's looking pretty good. It's a nice, simple, easy painting, you know. Easy landscape for Sunday. Sunday morning. We put a I think I'm going to put a few trees over here. Yeah. I should have kept my guitar on. I played a few licks at the beginning of the live stream, but I put the guitar down because my arm is sore. I would be holding my palette and showing you how I mix my colors, but this arm is sore today. I'm trying to give it a rest. Look at that. Wow. It's coming out pretty good for a quick painting. If you guys are interested in learning how to paint, I think if you're not a painter, you should start off with acrylic. It's a lot easier than oil. With oil paint, there's a lot of techniques you got to learn. There's a few you got to learn with acrylic too, but acrylic paint, it dries pretty quick. It's already dry up there, and you can sell your painting the same day you paint it. It's pretty cool. What I wanted to do today, so I wanted to put trees going back, getting smaller as it goes back. I'll highlight all these with different colors. I always put my trees in dark, and then I'll put some color on them here in a second. Do 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 do. Ba da ba ba da 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 ba. Let's see, is anybody else on? Chris, how you doing? Thanks, Chris. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, I always use this. It's a burnt umber and black mixture, and then I'll highlight them once they dry. I'll probably make these green, and then get a little lighter as I go back, light green back there. And I'm still, oh, you know what I think I'm going to do today? I'm going to put a birch tree right here. Yeah, since I got these trees going off in the distance, getting smaller, I think I'll put a small one back here too. A couple small evergreen trees way back there. But for the foreground here, I'm going to put a birch tree. Like I did that. I did one the other day. So let me put some bushes down here in the foreground. I need a foreground down here. Some cool bushes that I'll highlight. There we go. Look at those cool bushes already. Let me do the birch tree right. Maybe I should do the clouds first. Yeah. Let me do some clouds. Because I'm going to put a tree right here. I should put the clouds up there first. Let's see. I did a purple sky today because I had a member requested to do something with violet, so I figured, well, I'll do like a violet sky with some blowing clouds. I'll make these clouds look like they're blowing. Just like that. Nothing too fancy. Wow. Those look pretty cool. I'm using Winsor Newton white. It's not my favorite white. The viscosity is pretty low, but it seems to be working. It didn't really show up down here on my water. Maybe it was because it was still wet, but it's showing up good up there on the purple. Man, those clouds came out pretty good. Only took 30 seconds. Wow. This one's turning out pretty good. Let let me put a small cloud here in the distance. So I can put a tree right up here now that I got some clouds put up there. Man. Hey, is that, I can't remember, is that Petru, is that Peter? Pete, right? How you doing? Yeah, I gotta start writing everybody's names down because a lot of you use your screen name and it's not your real name, but all right, yeah, Pete, good to see you. I'm glad you're back. I figure I'm gonna do a birch tree here because I don't want to cover a lot of this green up. Actually, it's not. Maybe it won't be a birch tree. I might put a tree trunk going up. Yeah, right in between these two mountains here. And then let's just see how it looks. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Uh, I'm going to cut one off just below the mountain here, a branch, and then should have went this way with it. There we go. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's see how that looks in the frame. Not bad. I gotta put some bark on it. Yeah, I took the day off yesterday, Peter. I'm like, my arm is sore from playing guitar. I can't even hold the palette right now, so I was taking a little break. But I've been pretty consistent doing a painting pretty much alive, like almost every day, pretty much. But I don't know if YouTube likes that because they hide my videos. I think they want me to make videos instead of lives. I don't know. The videos though, you gotta upload them. They take like sometimes they take 30 minutes to upload. These lives upload right away. Do 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 do. It's looking pretty good. I'm gonna do the bark on the tree now because it doesn't look good with black like that. Uh, I'm gonna put a little blue in the white, and I'll show you how I put the bark on that birch tree. It's really easy. You need to use a knife. Just put a little paint on the blade. Something like that. Let's see how that looks. A little better. Yeah. See? That looks a little better. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing that. I do a live pretty much every day. And I think it'll notify you if you subscribe. There's the birch tree. Not bad. I mean, I'm trying to rush for the video, but if you painted this, you could take your time, make it look good. You could take a little lighter color on a brush. It's almost like a wash. You see how dark that is? You can make it lighter. I'm gonna wait for the bark to dry. Then I'll make that tree a little lighter by just putting a wash on it like that. See, it'll make it look not as black. But let that dry. Let me do a few more trees. Let me see if the water will brighten up now. A little better. Pretty cool. I just came up with this all from my mind, improvising. Biddy boo. Try try a little yellow down here. Let's see. Yeah, I put an orange one in between here. Look at that. Wow. Adding color. Adding some color to the scene. Let me let me add some color to these bushes now. I already made them green, but you could come back and you can change some of the colors if you want. I think yellow looks better. There we go. Just add some color in there. I'll probably put some flowers down here. Let's see. So do 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 do. Shouldn't be using that big brush back there. I'm going to add a tree in here. because it looks too empty right here. Yeah, that looks good. Put a couple trees there. It's always good to fill in as much as you can on your painting. It's looking pretty good. I don't like the way the colors are all. I should have lightened some of this up in here. See how it looks all the same, the color? I'll have to fix that, but I'm still figuring out if I want more trees in here. Do 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 do. You're going to a competition? Oh, an art competition. Where at? Today? That sounds like fun. Where are you at? I can't remember. What city are you in? I'll write all this stuff down so I remember. I get a lot of people in the chat room. 22nd of March. Yeah, it sounds like fun. Are you competing in the art contest? Romania, right on. Lassie. That's cool. There we go. I'm putting more trees in there. I like that. Uh, it's starting to take shape now. Cool. Yeah, I wish they had more things like that here in Seattle. Uh, Art competitions and stuff. Put a dress on these. Look at that. Just when you highlight the tree, it looks makes it look so much better. It gives it a dimension. I'm trying just to do the one side though, so it has a shadow. Man, that's coming out pretty good. I like everything but the the yellow is a little yellow for me. I might make it a little green down here. Leave that yellow here and put green down in here. Let me put a little green here and see what happens. See if I like it. Take a little sap green and yellow. Sap green and yellow. Let's see what that does. Yeah, I like that. So I'll do that down here too, because I want some green in here, actually. There we go. Just a little better. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-ba. I think this one's turning out pretty good now. Let me take a look at this in the frame. Wow. Still a lot of work to do on it, but It's already been over an hour, so I'm going to put a few twigs in here and my birds and probably call it end this live stream. Put some twigs and branches in here. Still a lot to do. I gotta fix my whole river. Doesn't look right. Put some twigs around your trees. Let's put a few birds up here. Birds. Put one down here low. An eagle. That's an eagle just gliding through to come and catch some fish. He's going fishing. Here let me put some flowers down here on. I'll put a few stems and then we'll put some yellow flowers down there. It's coming out pretty good. I actually like it. Put a few flowers down here. Since this is a drop off here, should put a little dirt underneath here, like yeah. Something like that. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-ba. Yeah, there's still a lot to do. Wow. I guess I'll put a little bit in here. Edge my water back here. Let me run a water line from way back there. I'll show you how I do it. I just put a little color on the tip of a knife and I'm going to run some water from back here. And tie it in with this river here. Just like that, so it looks like it's coming from way back there. Yeah, that looks cool. All right, guys, what do you think of this one? It's coming out pretty good, huh? Daniel, how's it going, man? Yeah, I'm just about done, but this one came out pretty good. I was gonna make this like a pathway, but then I decided to make it a river with some little waterfalls in there. But the white I'm using is I'm using Windsor white, and it's not really bright. So I'll probably have to wait for that to dry and re-hit all these little waterfalls to make it stand out a bit. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to lighten this back up with yellow. Uh, Wash it. Just a wash. Uh, you take a clean brush and just kind of get it wet with yellow, and then just kind of wash over that back section, and it'll lighten it up a bit. Yeah, it worked a little. Probably needs white, a little white in it. It's getting there. It's getting there. Well, that's about all I'm going to do on this one for now. I already got the birds up there. Me, I got flowers in here. I just got to finish my river, the edge of my river. Put some brown down there. Maybe I can do that with a small brush. Let me see. Just to edge the river, you know, so it looks finished. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-ba. Wow, this one, I really like this one. Came out pretty good. I've got a lot of trees in this one. Yeah, thanks, Daniel. I'll put a few more evergreen trees back here. Cool. Well, I'm glad you guys showed up. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. I pretty much do a live stream every day, so on the weekends I think I do a couple because I'm off on the weekends. But look at that. That came out pretty good. Thanks for showing up today, everybody. Put a few functions on here for you. This is what YouTube gives me for effects. There's the dance lights. Haunt. That's sketch. Silver screen. Sepia. That one looks pretty cool. Sepia. Right on. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to call it a day, and I'm going to finish this one up, and I'll post it on the community page. You'll see what it looks like when it's all finished. But thanks for showing up, and we'll see you on the next live stream. Cheers.